Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been just 2 years since I've done a video, and do you know what? I didn't even end up documenting my prep. I think I did 1 or 2 videos and I never actually posted them. I'm pretty sure they're still in my drafts on here. So yeah, a lot has happened since then. And you know what? I'm going into my second prep this year. So competing for the second time. I've taken a year off. I've changed coaches. There is so much going on. So I thought I would quickly catch you guys up on what it is I've been up to these past 2 years, what happened competing. And then I've also got a leg day I'm going to go and film because my training split has completely changed. It has done for over a year. I've been with my new coach for over a year, which is absolutely wild. So yeah, first things first. Did I compete in 2024? Did I make it to stage? Yes, I did. I will post some photos up on here as well. So I did first timers, PCA, 22nd of September. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't happy with the look I presented on stage. I knew that I'd looked better in previous weeks. The kind of peak leading up to it was not right for me. I mean, I still come 6th out of, I think it was 13 or 14 girls, which, you know, I'm still very proud of, but I knew I could do better. And this honestly just lit a fire in me. I then had a 2-week break until WNBF, which I placed 5th at, which, considering the difference between what I presented on stage then, and bearing in mind, I kind of took it upon myself to do my own prep, listen to my body, because I felt like I know my body so well. And I just kind of felt my current coach at the time didn't quite understand me as much as I understood myself. So I thought, do you know what? I will hold my hand up. If something happens, if I don't present how I want to look, that is on me. That's not on them. And I did my own thing, rightly or wrongly. However, this was the kind of the PCA versus the WNBF. I think, like I said, there's 2 weeks between these photos, so I'll post them up here so you can see. I placed 5th out of, again, I think it was 13 girls, which honestly though, this time around, I was so proud of, because not only the fact that like I'd managed to make this much improvement within 2 weeks on my own, and I learned so much doing it myself as well. But just the fact that the other girls in that category were stacked, like to the point where they even said to us on stage, like, right guys, we're going to judge your pose down as well because the standard is that high. So to even come 5th, to qualify to go to Boston for the finals, WNBF finals, that was really big for me. And like I said, I was backstage, like, you know, sometimes you're eyeing people up and you're like, okay, I think I've got you. I know you shouldn't, but you do, don't you? But like backstage, I was like, there was like one person. Everyone else, I was like, could be anybody's game. Like, this is going to come down to posing. It's going to come down to confidence. Like, everybody looked sick. So yeah, and then a few weeks after that, I then, I think it was 3 weeks after that, I then went and competed at the NPC Naturals, the Two Bros Naturals, which I won both my classes, which was really nice. It was just a nice way for me to kind of finish the season, because after all the work I'd put in, it was nice to feel like I got what I wanted. However, that being said, it sounds silly, I'm still more proud of the 5th out of the 13, because like there was only 3, I think it was 3 people in my category. And also I didn't like my look as much, because what I learned from obviously prepping myself, I literally buried myself trying to get more condition. And I just didn't have that pop that made me me. So again, this is just stuff that I learned myself. And I'm so glad that I did, because I've kind of learned what works for me. I've learned what not to do, what doesn't work for me. And all in that process as well, I was also speaking to my new coach, who I just literally, he knew that I was kind of self-prepping a little bit as well at the end. And yeah, so I then finished, after my last show, I had my plans in place with the one and only Josh McHale. And I've been with him ever since. We reversed out. I just said to her, I was like, off season, don't get me dead fat, and 2, give me 3 leg days. Like, I need my legs to come up, which, like, we knew, because with my back being like a showstopper, it's amazing. However, I also need to obviously bring everything else up as well. So, so that is what I have worked so hard on this last year. So, over the course of the next few videos and stuff like that, I'll take you through different sessions, but currently I do 3 lower and 2 upper. My progress so far this year, so yeah, I've been with him now for like over a year. Honestly, for me, it was one of the best changes I could have done. Josh has taught me a lot on listening to my body. I'm someone where I will go all out every single session, and sometimes it's just learning that more isn't always more, and that for me has been a really hard concept to kind of get my head around, and I still train hella hard. So yeah, so either way, the growth that I've made this year, no matter what happens on stage, like, I just want to beat me. Like, I feel like this is a bit of a redemption prep. But the package I want to present is just gonna look, well, hopefully it's gonna just absolutely blow out the water what I presented with last year. I say last year, 2 years ago now. So yeah, I genuinely can't wait. I'm also pretty nervous. I feel like I'm more nervous and have quite a lot of self-doubt more this time, which is something that I'm gonna have to work on a lot. Compared to my first time, is because obviously you don't have anything to compare it to. Now I do. But yeah, I know that I'm gonna present a much better package this year anyway. And I'll post some pictures on here of the growth, especially in my legs. My front shots have improved so much. Is there more work to do? Of course, there's always more work to do. But honestly, so obviously I've been in off season now for like over a year. It's not even felt like an off season. It has gone so quick, and I've just loved it. I've genuinely loved it. And I think there was only one point that I was starting to get a little bit uncomfortable with how I looked, but strength's just come on so much. But if anything, my connection, my ability to actually properly train my legs has just been the absolute key, the absolute, like, yeah, I've just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how he does what he does, but I put a lot down to the first couple of months out of prep. Like, bear in mind, I was on prep for 40 weeks, guys. 40 weeks. My body was absolutely hammered. My hormones were just absolutely screwed. That's a long time for anybody to be in prep, never mind natural. So biggest focus coming out of that was health, and I just couldn't push myself. Like, my body was just done. So because of that, it meant that my first couple of months, I just focused so much on execution and connection. And then over time, I've just been able to obviously build up that strength with that better execution, better connection. And honestly, that's what I put my growth down to. That, and obviously, I'd probably say genetics. I am genetically gifted in a sense that, like, I do think I naturally put on muscle quite quick. However, I do put fat on very easy. So my calories aren't super high, but you got to remember as well, I'm like 5'2", just under 5'2". So yeah, that's a very, a very brief catch up from me. Yeah, I am gonna go and have meal one. I'm then going to go and train legs, and then so today, Monday for me, is a bit of an admin day. I will also at some point probably run through what I'm doing work-wise. This last year, honestly, on kind of apart from the actual training, my bodybuilding and everything else, I just grafted last year at everything. So with work, with training, And it's weird, there wasn't really any kind of big pivotal moments last year, but looking back, I'm just like, I just chipped away. And it's like all those little things have just added up, especially with my business as well. Who I'm working with business wise, like I'm getting a lot of professional bodybuilders come to me for treatment, which I find mad. Like I'm currently based just north of Manchester. I am getting people travel to me from, I have people that travel to me from Stoke, from Liverpool, from Leeds. Like it baffles me people are driving that far just to come and see me. As a lot of you might know, I don't know, but I do a lot of work with Niall Darwin. So obviously he's fifth. He just won fifth at the Olympia last year. So I do a lot of work with him regarding his mobility and some treatment. And I just love it. I genuinely love this sport. Not even just the competing side, just the people I get to work with and treat and speak to, listen to their stories, listen to their like training and things like that. Like I absolutely love it. So yeah, today is an admin day. So I have my lower one, which is a bit more hamstring based. So I'm gonna have a meal. We're gonna run through that. I'm gonna take you along with me. And if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will probably do a Q&A as well at some point. So I am making my cream of rice. Niall, bless his soul, okay, because it's a blessing and a curse. He introduced me to the Elevate cream of rice. So I was able to get this before it was available in this country. Because he's sponsored by them, so I will put his code in here for him. So yeah, I absolutely love this. It's not as voluptuous as a normal cream of rice. However, if anybody ever wants to make me absolutely if anyone wants to win my heart, okay, just get me this. Get me the Elevate cream of rice, especially the chocolate cake one. I absolutely love this one. So yeah, this is what I have for my pre and post. So I've already made my post that is cooling over there, and then I'm going to have my pre today. So I have 80 grams of this, and I've got my bananas to have with it as well, but I tend to have that kind of on the way to the gym. So yeah, I'm going to make that. You have to bear with me, guys, okay, because it's been 2 years since I actually recorded stuff. And I keep doing stuff and then forgetting to actually record it. So I have measured out my weight. I really like the Naughty Boy. I just find it mixes well, digests well, tastes just so good. So yeah, I think this is the triple chocolate one. I do like the chocolate brownie one, but you can actually now use my code. I think it's live10 for Full Ball Sports for any supplement needs. So yeah, that's new as well. So we are at King's. This is where I work. For those that don't know, this is where I physio and massage from, and it's my home base. But I also train there. Even on my days off, I do tend to still come here and train, just because it's about 15 minutes drive for me. However, I do feel like because I obviously work here and I'm here like every day, it's quite nice to go to another gym sometimes. However, being consistent with that, especially with training and kit and things like that, I absolutely geek out over kit. So I love going to different gyms. I have recently been going every now and again to Next Level in Preston, which is about 45 minutes away. I'll probably do a video there at some point. I absolutely love it there. The kit is amazing, especially for like a glute session or legs. I've not trained up there yet, but the kit there looks insane. I just wish it was a little bit closer. So yeah, so I'm gonna train at work today, and yeah, it's hamstrings focused, lower hamstrings and glutes a little bit. So yeah, I don't have a microphone at the minute because obviously I've got a new phone since, and now it's got a different plug-in thingy. So I'm gonna have to, I do have a DJI mic, however I'm gonna have to get a different adapter for it so that it can actually work in this phone. So I will just do a voice over today of my session. or I'll just put some music on, just have it as old school. Hopefully it gets you excited to train. Hopefully I have one of those sessions where I am feeling quite good today. So yeah, I'm feeling like, even though I'm kind of due a deload in another couple of weeks maybe, I'm excited to train. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling quite strong today, I think. So we shall see. I will see you training legs. from training legs this morning. And I've already had my post-workout. I had that in the car. But that's like my moment of bliss after you've trained and you just sit in your car and eat your post-workout. It's just, I know I'm not the only person that does that, because it's just, yeah, it's just blissful. Only bodybuilders will understand that. So I've also got my check-in back from Josh. So Monday is my check-in day. And just basically also, it's quite a good check-in really. So I did my bloods last week. We've been through, he's so good because he's literally just been through all my blood work, the results, compared it to my previous blood work. So for me, my thyroid has never been happy. I think it's the best way to put it. It's not dead, but it's never been like thriving. Let's just put it that way. So my bloods have come back better than last time. Previously, I think I got them done like 8 months ago. So I think I was probably about 6 months post-show, something like that when I got them. Now, yeah, everything's looking a lot better than last time. Blood work wise, it was all pretty good. I'll kind of I might put it on here, I don't know. Something that for me, it's really tricky because my T4 basically is just really, really low. For somebody that is as active as what I am, for someone that is my age and everything else, like it is on the lower end, which is frustrating. And there was something else as well, I can't remember what it was that got flagged up, but basically, if I wasn't natural, there will be ways I could supplement it. However, I am staying natty. I am a natty. It's just frustrating, and like this is actually a reason why if I decided not to bodybuild, I would go assisted. Not in a sense of because I want to look a certain way, and like it's from more the health side of stuff, because I know that my thyroid isn't the happiest. So if I was to like take things like T4, things like that, that would help it. It would make me a healthier person, which it is what it is. But we have also picked show dates for this year as well. So that's exciting. Now that things are set in stone, obviously things can change. But now that I've got the dates, we can work backwards. We can get like a start date for prep. And I just work better off it. I think previously I've not really sat down and gone through particular shows that I want to do. I had a good few in mind and I kind of have them in my notes folder, but we've not really I've not been like, right, these are the ones I definitely want to do. So now that I have, it's good because now I can just obviously strip everything, like put everything in place, have a good plan together. So yeah, that is basically that. I might just wrap this video up here. I'm hoping to try and get a mic, and I've never really done a mic'd up training session before. So in the next video, I'm going to try and do a mic'd up session. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for catching up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.